One day, George the steamroller was waiting for Percy to take him to a new workplace. George was being rude to Reneus and Scarloey.
You're just worn-out wheels on worn-out rails.
You need rocks for your road,
replied Scarloey.
That's why we're helping you.
I need to flatten load of engine in the scrapyard,
retorted George. Then Percy arrived to take George away. He was still rebelling.
Railways aren't no good. Turn him on the road.
The little engines were pleased to see him go. George grumbled all the way to the old branch line. He was going to turn it into a road. When they arrived, George was rude again.
Bumpy ride on rotten rails. I'm glad it's over.
So am I,
said Percy. Huffed George. Percy was still filming when he met Thomas.
What's up, Percy?
Puffed Thomas.
It's George. He makes me feel down.
Just ignore him.
George was now enjoying himself.
Ripping up rails. What a life. What do you think of this, Thomas?
Thomas took no notice. George felt insulted.
You're a useless blue puffball.
But Thomas didn't care.
I'll show you who's boss.
At last, the workmen reached the level crossing.
What shall we do here?
Tear it up, tarmac it,
said George. So they did, but not properly, and George knew it. Later, Thomas was traveling home on the same line. He was pulling freight cars filled with vegetables. The signalman had begun to warn his driver about the crossing.
That's nice. We don't have to stop,
said Thomas happily.
Yes, we do,
called his driver. But it was too late.
Motherfucker!
Next day, Percy told Gordon all about George. Snorted Gordon.
You're just a small engine. That's why it's rude to you. He wouldn't dare cause me any trouble.
George had been taken to some yards to work. Doug arrived with a train of empty freight cars. George was blocking his way, and a car was stuck in the main line.
Let me through,
demanded Duck.
You'll just have to wait,
replied George.
There's no time to wait. I must clear my freight cars from the main line to let Gordon through.
Then he'll have to wait too,
said George. Duck's driver to complain to the station master, but the signalman had set the signal to allow Gordon to speed through. His passengers were singing his praises, and he was making express time.
I'm the greatest. Just watch me fly by.
He whistled long and loud as he approached the station. Suddenly, he saw a freight car on the line ahead.
Get out of my way!
But the freight car wouldn't move until Gordon forced it. By accident. Gordon was worried that Sir Top Hat would be cross. He was, but not with Gordon.
Well then, whoever caused this disturbance will have me to answer to.
And he did, a few days later.
Look who's here,
said Thomas. George had been found out by Sir Top Hat and punished. He looked miserable.
Finally, we will get peace at last,
said Percy.
I want to get rolling again, but I gotta wait a whole week till I do.
And then you'll be just as good as ever. Eh, George?
I hope not. Don't you?